Module 4, Lesson 5, Schema Markup and Rich Snippets. What is Schema Markup? Schema Markup, or Structured Data Markup, is a shared vocabulary of microdata. It helps major search engines better understand the content of your web pages. When you add Schema Markup to your website, you'll help search engines understand your content and make your pages more visible in organic search. In turn, you'll increase the click-through rates and generate more organic traffic for your pages. How do you do that? You make your listings, instead of a text listing, Schema Markup or Structured Data Markup adds more visuals to your listings. For example, the recipes. It shows cook time. It shows ingredients. If you have products, it'll show the ratings, like the stars out of 5, and different things that you can add to your listings. Another example is if you have an article, it'll show the date within your meta description. So once you've added Schema Markup to your webpage, the way information is displayed is through a rich snippet. Rich snippet is basically a summary of what they can expect when clicking on your website. So if they see this in the listing, it'll increase your click-through rate. So in this example, it might display a star rating, prep time, even a thumbnail or an image of the dish. If you don't have Schema Markup, you won't be able to see those images. You won't be able to see the ratings. So rich snippets make your listings more enticing for people who are searching. So what are the benefits of Schema Markup? So Schema Markup, you can give your listings a variety of different looks, rather than just a title tag and a meta description. It can make your listing more clickable by adding different things, different elements to your search engine listing, and it's more prominent. It gives you more real estate. If you have a shopping site where you offer products, you can have it show up in the shopping carousel. If you add Schema Markup about your company, you can have on the right side show more information on a search page about your company. So again, the benefits of Schema Markup are higher click-through rates, improved targeting, brand awareness, and you can even add different calls to action in Google with something like call, get now, more things than you can do with just a general search engine listing. So what kind of schema can you add to a page? There's different types of schema. It's a long list. Here are just some. Product markup. When you add product markup schema, it'll add star ratings, reviews, price, availability, and whatever information you want to include in your search engine listing. Search action seen frequently on publishers' listings or e-commerce sites. You can do different calls to action. FAQ, frequently asked question schema, to answer popular questions within your listing right on the search result page. Event schema, you can add different, you can add on to your search listing by adding different dates or events. Article schema, it's used for news stories, blog posts, tech articles, and other content. And with that, you can add the date or any other information you want to your search engine listing. And then organizational Schema Markup, it elaborates your company, it gives more information about your company, and like I said, it can show up on the right side of the Google search for you. So like robot.txt and other websites, you can go to schema.org. Schema.org will give you more information about schemas, about all the list types you can use. Here are some of the common ones that I mentioned: event, organization, product, action. There's a lot of different schemas that you can take a look at. And it shows you how to set it up as well. You can also check the schema on certain web pages. If you go to validate, it'll take you to validation to see what kind of schema. So let's take an article on my website just to take a look at the schema there. So for that schema, it's showing that the schema tagged within that web page are just web page, blog, and Hantum, which is something I don't necessarily need to have. So if I wanted to add more schema to this, I could go to structured data, um, markup helper, and that's, you can do a Google search, and Google will help you create the schema. In a later lesson module about AI, you can also ask ChatGPT or another AI tool, simply please create schema markup or structured data markup for this web page. And you can have AI generator for you, but here this is a little bit, gives you a little bit more control. So for that, I want to add more schema to it. So let's say this is an article. So I want to check off the data type, say it's an article, and then start tagging. And usually with CMSs like WordPress, Drupal, Joomla, Squarespace, there are settings for schema where you can add the schema within the platform. But if you don't have that, you would have to add the code manually. So to start tagging in Google Structured Data Markup Helper, click a type, let's say image. I want to put my author name. I want to put the date published. Let's see. Publisher, URL. Let's put URL.